What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of my LinkedIn article walkthroughs. Today, I'm going to walk you through why the future of your business lies in video and how you can stay ahead over the next decade. Now, I'm sure it's nothing new to most business owners and entrepreneurs that video content is not only the highest leverage activity, meaning that you can make one video and repurpose it into multiple pieces of content. So you do 20% of the work and get 80% of the results. So not only is it high leverage, it is also one of the best ways for you to simplify complex technical topics or anything complex about your products and services. And people would just prefer watching a video over reading a book. Okay, look at Harry Potter. Beautiful series, mass movement, became a huge trend, right? Big craze. But most people haven't read the books, they've actually only watched the movies, right? So most people prefer to watch content, watch video, than read. Same applies for a more intelligent audience with higher level decision makers. I mean, it's the world over. So today I'm going to walk you through what the future of your business lies in video and how to stay ahead. So let's get going. The stats don't lie. 85% of internet users in the US watch video content online. 85%, and that's just in the US. If you've got a global audience, think about how many people are going to be watching videos online. By 2025, that's next year, guys, it's projected that 3/4 of all mobile traffic will be video. Now, if we look at some current statistics, mobile device internet usage stats, you've got over 60% of website traffic comes from mobile devices at the moment. And this is increasing year on year, as you can see. So I think it goes without saying that you want to make sure you're creating content, particularly video content, because it's high leverage, that is optimized for mobile. And businesses that use video are growing their revenue by 49% faster year over year compared to businesses that don't. Okay, that's where this stat comes from. Businesses who use video grow 49% faster year over year than companies who don't. Furthermore, the average conversion rate of websites using video is 4.8% versus 2.9% for those who eschew video content. And the proof really is in the pudding, guys. If you scroll through any social media platform, what dominates? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, doesn't matter. It's video content. Okay, so Facebook, they started releasing Reels, I think, a couple of years ago. Instagram's had Reels for a little while. Meta owns both Facebook and Instagram now. And so if you post a Reel on one of them, it goes between both platforms. TikTok is TikTok. Almost every social media platform is trying to just copy TikTok. There's talk of LinkedIn releasing a short form video element to their website as well, so that you can post short form videos and get traffic that way. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about video content because that's what people like to watch. You've got low attention spans. You're trying to capture people's attention very quick. There's a lot of noise in the market. Video is the way to go. And like I said at the beginning, videos can explain complex topics faster and more efficiently than text. Yes, it's always nice to have blog articles, LinkedIn articles. This is a LinkedIn article, but it's even better if you can break down your LinkedIn articles into video content. If you can turn your blog articles into videos, you can create a YouTube channel that transports or transforms all of your blog articles and your long form written content into videos or video stories or something along those lines. This is actually what we do at Video CEOs. So we take people's blog content, we turn it into essentially a YouTube channel. It's a media channel now instead of just a blog, because blogs are very hard to get traffic these days. And also you can't really see how long people spend on your blog, like how much of it they read and things like that. Whereas with a video, you get the stats. You can see how many people click on it, when they drop off, which is also very important, and the watch time, and people watching the majority of the videos that you're creating, or are they dropping off well before the calls to action. And also, this is something a lot of people don't really mention, but I think we should mention it today, even though it's quite obvious, is that videos are very memorable. So if you create video, people are going to remember it if it's a good video, of course. And so that's what's going to separate you from your competitors, by having something that is memorable. Even if someone doesn't buy directly from that video, they'll remember it later on in the future. Whereas if you read a blog article, I mean, you've read tons of blog articles, you probably looked at the news today, it's not as memorable. If you have a really high quality video, for example, some of the ones that are on our portfolio page, which I'll show you in a second, I mean, these videos are so unique that even if someone doesn't buy from you straight away or doesn't take action, they're going to remember it later on. So let me give you an example of that so you kind of see what I mean. And so now we've got, a video that's got Pokemon on it, right? You might be wondering, well, how does this relate to my brand? I'll show you another video in a second, but something like this is going to be something memorable. I mean, this looks like the creators of Pokemon actually made this video, whereas my team at Video CEOs made it. As you can see, we've got the Video CEOs brand on here. Now, what about a more realistic example? Well, you can also do that as well. By leveraging AI, you can also put celebrities into the videos. You can create your own characters. I mean, it's very hyper realistic, the things that you can do with video content, especially with AI these days, right? And so a video like this is going to be more memorable. Just for context, this video is for a software that is a project management software. So it's about getting Donald Trump and Joe Biden working together using a software and solving, world problems, which is curing cancer, right? So it's kind of like a funny take. The things that you can do with video is just wild, and it makes it a lot more memorable than just using like stock footage. Now, if we keep going down, you've got building trust with authenticity. So, at the moment, I'm recording a video going over my LinkedIn article, and I'm doing it in a way that is unscripted, so it's more authentic and it's more genuine. This is far better in order for you to sell people and build trust than if you were to script your videos, to be perfectly honest with you. And I've tried both. This is because people don't buy products, they buy stories, emotions, and trust. So it's the emotion behind the words. Even if you talk very simply like I do, it's more about the emotions, your pauses, your excitement. The way that you say words is something that is memorable. And this is why we find that when we create these AI generated videos, like I mentioned, we can actually control that transition and keep people's engagement, make it memorable, tell a good story, and play around with their emotions. Because at the end of the day, if you change people's emotions and the way they feel, then they're going to be more inclined to buy from you because your product or your service has made them feel a certain way. And the best way to do that is, of course, video, right? It's very hard to do that just with written content. Yes, you can do some awesome things with books, but not everyone, as we've established, reads books. Another example is testimonials. So if you've got a video testimonial of your real life customer speaking highly of you compared to just text on your website, what's going to be better, right? Obviously, anyone could just make up text. I could write something that my customer said but probably didn't, or I could just totally make up a testimonial. But even better is if you have the video itself, right? Or if you can attach names, company names to the text. And so it backs everything up. But at the end of the day, a video compared to text is always going to be better. So how can you do something like this yourself? Well, you can build an in-house video creation team, an in-house media team, because businesses these days, I mean, they're really media companies. You need to have a YouTube channel. You need a TikTok, Instagram. You need a LinkedIn. You need Facebook, all of those things, at least one of them, ideally more than one, because you don't want to put your eggs all in one basket, but just get started on one at the very least. You can even create video content using the audio and translate it into a podcast, guys. So there's a crazy amount of things that you can do just with creating one video. But if you're going to create an in-house team, this is how you would do it. So you'd first need a script writer. You need someone to be able to write the content. This particular person must have good research skills or just know your product and service inside out. Typically, it's going to be a mix of the two. They have to just write the content. This could be short form content, long form content. This is how you start it off. And so they need to know how to get people's attention. They need to know how to tell stories. They have to understand hooks. They've got to understand good copywriting frameworks. You can use ChatGPT and AI to help with the script writing process, but you do need someone who knows how to write. You can't just have anyone just do this, okay? Because there's a process to creating good scripts. The script is probably the most important thing. So make sure, because it is the most important thing, that you get the right person to script your video content. Once you've got the script, you need a voiceover. Like I said, once you have the voiceover, the audio file, you can turn that into a podcast realistically if you want. Before, like back in the day, a year or two ago, you would have to pay a voice actor to create a voiceover for you. And so, that can be costly depending on how nice their voice is or how aligned it is to your brand. These days, you can use AI, something like 11 Labs, to clone either your own voice or you can create one yourself. The only problem that you're going to have here is that you have to understand how to prompt the AI. It's the same when you're script writing, if you're using ChatGPT. It's the same if you're generating images for your videos and things. You have to know how to prompt well. So it's the same with voiceovers. Otherwise, you're going to have a very monotone voiceover. And you definitely don't want that because it's going to spoil the video. Once you've got the voiceover and the script together, you can just start editing it. So if you're a video editor, that's a pretty straightforward process. Most people watching this probably are not video editors, so you could hire someone, give that task to an experienced video editor who knows how to tell a story from the script and with the content. Now, the thing is, with AI, there's so many different themes and styles, so you've got to make sure that the video editor knows how to use the different AI tools that are on the market so that you can get the right kind of branding and things like that is in alignment to what you're trying to achieve. So this is something that we're really good at. We've got a big team of video editors at Video CEOs. So, we can do pretty much any style. Like I was showing you before, check out the examples. You can go videoceos.com/examples or www.videoceos.com/examples rather. I think if you just do it without the www dot, it won't actually show up, but put a www dot there and you can come over here and check it out. And then you've got graphic design. Okay, so if you're creating long form YouTube videos as an example, and I would always recommend that you do this, you need to have a really good thumbnail, because you could create the absolute masterpiece of a video, and if no one clicks on it, then it's a waste of money, time, effort, and you're probably just going to think nothing works for you, and you're going to look at something else where you can get some quick wins. But the thing is, if you can create a really good video and combine it with a great headline and a good thumbnail, you could get an outrageous amount of views and reach with just one video. And that video, if you put it on YouTube, it will remain there forever, collecting views forever, hopefully generating leads and sales demos and things like that as well, depending on what your sales process is. So it's a really important thing that you have a graphic designer. Usually your video editor can do this, but sometimes you'll find video editors are not graphic designers, so you might have a bit of a mismatch. So when you're building an in-house team, you just have to keep that in mind. It can be a bit of a headache. And so, that's really the challenge here. It's not easy. Building and managing a team from scratch, it's a monumental task. This is something that I've been doing for a few years now at my company. The hiring, you got to train them, the equipment. Sometimes you can get a really good video editor or script writer, and they'll leave for another job. They'll want to get paid more money, or maybe they're just not dedicated to the role and you've got to find someone else. Maybe they're really good at it, but they're not really aligned to you and your culture fit. I mean, this is typical growth problems when you're building a team, right? Plus, in addition to that, guys, the equipment, the software, especially if you're using AI and you want to create videos like the examples I've showed you, I mean, they're not cheap, right? So you need to have all of those tool sets, all of that software available for the video editors, because it's doubtful that they're going to have it themselves. I mean, I think we're spending like 2 or 3K a month just on the software and the tools that we use to deliver our service. So you have to keep that in mind. And like, in addition to that, guys, consistency. I mean, sometimes you'll get a really good video editor and they'll create good videos for a while, and then they'll just get lazy or bored, or they get fed up with it, because it can be a bit draining, if you're working on the same things all the time. That's why it's good to work with a team like Video CEOs, because we actually create a variety of different videos. Our video editors are always, excited to work on the next thing, because it's always brand new for them, right? But, we are also able to specialize in the same type of content, but it's different. So we're always making long form YouTube videos, for example, but for every company, it's different. It's a different story. It's a different theme. It's different branding, different style. So that's what keeps them excited and, really motivated to work here, so they can put in really good work. Sometimes if they work in-house, they can get bored. Another one as well is time management. So, if you hire a video editor, you're going to want to make sure that they're producing the right amount of videos each week. Again, that's why it's good to work with us, because we can produce pretty much an unlimited amount of videos for each client each month. Usually it's about 20 to 30 videos a month on average for each client, and we can do that with multiple clients. So in order for you to do that yourself, you're probably going to need to hire a team of video editors. Think about it. You want to be posting a video once a day to LinkedIn or Facebook at least, right? Wherever your ideal audience is, whatever platform you're using, because you have to be consistent. So you need like 20 to 30 videos a month just to post once per day. And once it's posted, you're going to want a new video to post. You don't want to keep reposting the same things. So you need to have a team doing this, and they've got to be able to manage their time and stay organized. So I don't want to sell you much on what we do. I think it's obvious. If you are interested in working with me and my team, links are in the description below. But also, if you're just looking to build an in-house team, or if you want to learn how we create videos like this, then I'd recommend that you, again, check out the Create community in the link below this video and join it for free. Just answer the questions, and there's free training in there. It's a free community of people making these videos. You might be able to hire video editors from there. You'll be able to get help from me and the team, or even post your videos in there for feedback. So yeah, it's a really strong community. I think we've got like 750 members at the time of this video, and we're intending to grow it. So I'm really excited to see where that group goes and what happens with it in the future. So check it out. Links are in the description below. If you enjoyed this one, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer your questions, and I'll see you in the next one.